Hey everybody, this is Keith here of Euphoria Pictures. Welcome back to my channel. Right, so last week I done an unboxing that I received of a parcel from my good friend Conor Gray. And inside that parcel was this beautiful release of Terrifier. And I did say in that video that I was going to come back, revisit some of the items that was in that parcel and share my thoughts on the movies themselves, and of course give you a closer look at the editions themselves. So that's exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. And a huge thanks again to Conor Gray for sending me this absolutely beautiful looking edition to a very surprising franchise. I didn't think I was going to enjoy them near as much as I did. So a huge thanks again for that, Conor. So yes, there's 3 movies in this set. You've got the All Hallows Eve anthology horror movie, and of course you got the 2 Terrifier movies. And yeah, so I watched the All Hallows Eve first, and I'm not going to lie, I wasn't too crazy about it. The first 2 stories were very poor, but the third movie that featured Art the Clown himself quite heavily, that was easily the best story in that movie. And it set me up very, very nicely for the Terrifier movies. The third story actually kind of reminds me of anyone that's seen Creepshow 2. There's an episode called The Hitchhiker, I think it's called. The Art's story actually reminded me heavily of that story in Creepshow 2. So if you actually enjoyed that segment of Creepshow, you should actually like the third story in All Hallows Eve. But yeah, other than that, now I don't really have a whole lot to say about it. It just wasn't for me. It was lacking in terms of anthology horror movies. But like I said, it did set me up very nicely for the Terrifier movies. That's the one big testament that I can pay for All Hallows Eve. So yeah, knocked on the first Terrifier movie. It's an ultra low budget movie. I think it was shot for just on a budget of just a little over $30,000, which is insane when you think about it. And I have to admit, I thought the director done a wonderful job in that movie. I honestly didn't think I was going to enjoy it near as much as I did. See, I was told by a lot of people that these movies are just pure out gore fests. But there's a little bit more to them. There really, really is. Particularly with the first movie. I thought that the build-up for the suspense was actually brilliantly done. And I actually quite enjoyed some of the characters, and they actually done a nice switcheroo as well in that first movie, which I rather enjoyed. You don't see it too often when it comes to slasher movies. So yes, very impressed by the first movie. It gave me this kind of old school slasher vibe. The soundtrack sounded amazing to it, and the setting to it was actually quite decent as well. So like I said, when you're considering the budget of this movie, which was incredibly small, I thought the director done an amazing job. And of course, Art the Clown, he can be unbelievably funny, but he can be terrifying as well. And yes, the movie does have its limits in terms of there's scenes in it where you see Art firing a gun, and it actually sounds like a cap gun. You know, it's very low budget, it really, really is, but bear that in mind when you actually do go into watching this movie. And not only that, but the Blu-ray that you get inside this one as well, I don't know, is it because of its low budget, but it just didn't look right at times. The colours looked a bit kind of too overblown, and the blood actually almost looked pink. I remember Dawn of the Dead looking very similar back in its VHS days, where the blood looked very pink looking, and that's kind of happening as well on the first Terrifier movie on this Blu-ray. But it's still a very decent looking Blu-ray. It just has its limitations, unfortunately, because of its micro low budget. And then that brings me on to the second Terrifier movie. And wow, that was a great movie. It really, really was. I was almost put off by it when I seen the running time for it. And the biggest testament I think I can pay to that movie is actually you don't notice that running time at all. 2 hours 20 minutes for a slasher movie. It is rather long. But yeah, like I said, the movie just flew by for me. Now, I'm going to give you a warning. The movie is disgusting. It really, really is disgusting. It goes without saying. But the director is clearly trying to tell a story, and I think he's setting up something quite big for the inevitable third and fourth movie. And I heard that apparently he came out and he said that with the next sequel, he's going to kind of delve more into, you know, Art's motives, why he's actually doing what he's doing. So I'm very intrigued to see where they're going to take this franchise. I really enjoyed the second one. It is definitely the best of the 2. Everything that they could have improved on, they massively did with that movie. And the main girl in that movie, I thought she was, I can't think of the actress's name, but she was fantastic. And I really thought, I was really surprised. I never thought I'd actually say that about a Terrifier movie where, you know, I was actually quite impressed by some of the cast members. But I was really, really impressed with the second movie. And again, people that have not seen it, just bear in mind, it's a rough watch at times. There is some brutal scenes in it, and just prepare yourself for it. Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take us around this set. I'm going to show you everything that's inside it. So yeah, let's not waste any more time. Let's do it. Right, so here we go. Terrifier, this is art collection. So before I get onto the box set itself, this J card was attached to the back of the box, and it just gives you an idea of everything that you get in this set. That's a close look at some of the special features that you do get with it as well. And as you can see right there at the bottom, this is a numbered edition. I have 827 out of 1500. So yes, a very limited set on this one. So that is the J card itself. Put that to a side, and let's get on to the release itself. And I honestly can't praise the artwork enough on this. This just looks stunning. It really does. And it's one of those artworks that actually kind of continues the whole way around to the back of the box. But as you can see, you've got art there on front. He's kind of holding this club that has, like, you can see forks and nails and bits of scissors and all that kind of stuff coming out of it. And I think the artwork, whoever done the artwork on this has done such a wonderful job on it. And in case you are wondering as well, it is a lovely, solid, hard box as well. So yes, massively impressed by the artwork on this one. So take us around to the spine of it there, and as you can see, you got the Terrifier, and this is our collection, and you got a lot of that splatter continuing onto the spine of it. And then take us around to the back, and voila, it's a lot of the weapons that he actually uses in this movie. It's actually all held in that black bag that he carries around with him. So yeah, I honestly can't praise the artwork enough on this box set. I think it's so wonderfully done, and it even continues onto the top of it there as well. So yeah, just a quick look at the artwork on this, which is yeah, I can't praise it enough. So right, then that brings us on to the contents. So you get the two movies there. The All Hallows Eve is actually on the special features in the Terrifier disc. Just in case you are wondering, they didn't actually give a separate release for it. So you've also got postcards there on the booklet as well. Right, so that's the box itself. Let's open it up and take everything out, and we'll start focusing on the movies themselves. So here we go. This is Terrifier. Now you get reversible art on each disc, but it's only to actually remove ratings, as you can see down the bottom there. The rest is actually the exact same. So I think that is the original artwork for Terrifier, as far as I'm aware of. And as you can see there, it also says All Hallows Eve is actually featured in this set. So then take us on to the back there. And as you can see, this is a Region B lock. Just want to take it in close there for you. So just bear in mind if you are buying this from like the States or anything like that. And right, open it up. And that is your Blu-ray disc. So that is the first edition, the Terrifier. Or Terrifier. I keep saying the Terrifier. Terrifier. So right, on to Terrifier 2. And I actually love the artwork on this. So you have Art the Clown there again in the background. You got a lot of flames there, and it's like, of course, you got the main girl there from the movie right in the middle, and her wearing her wings and everything. So there's actually quite a bit going on with the artwork on this. I don't know if this is the original artwork. Something's telling me it might be. Again, I'm sure you will let me know in the comment section. So take us to the spine of that one. And then right around to the back. And again, Region B locked as well. Gives you a close look at some of the special features that you get inside this one as well. Inside this one. So yeah, that's the back artwork. And then open it up. And that is your Blu-ray disc for part 2. And as you can see, the discs kind of go nicely together as well. So there we go. That is Terrifier 2. So then that brings us on to a lot of postcards here. Is there anything on the back of them? Nothing on the back. So I'm just going to quickly run through them as quickly as I can. So wow, look at the face in that one. Absolutely horrible. So like I said at the start of this video, folks, just anyone out there that has not seen these movies, just brace yourself. Particularly for the second movie, there is some very, very disturbing scenes. Now, I have to admit, my fiance was actually watching the movie with me, and it didn't seem to faze her as much as I thought it was going to. But there is no denying that there is a lot of rough scenes. So again, just braces ourselves for that. My God, that is terrifying. You do see a lot of that in the movie. So yeah, that's just a close look at some of the postcards. I think I've gone through them all. I have. That's them all down now. So as you can see, you do get quite a few there. Put that to a side, and then also you got this lovely booklet as well, which has incredible artwork on it as well. So this is art, so it's a compilation of behind the scenes commentary and art. So you kind of get a mix of everything, which is nice to see. So it's running on the spine of it. You do have this is art, and it tells you everything that's inside this book, and then just a simple red finish in the back. So I'm just going to quickly just run through it. Again, it's going to be, like it said, it's going to be a mixture of the write-up. You're going to get different kind of poster artwork for all three of the movies, which is quite nice. You can actually see back there, there's something to do with it. So, and I think that's Killer Clowns from Outer Space. So, yeah, just like I said, just a few behind-the-scenes stills, and then, of course, a write-up of the actual movie itself. So there you have it, folks. That is everything that's inside this wonderful edition. You've got your booklet there. Of course, you got all your postcards as well. You've got your Terrifier 2. You got your first movie there as well. And of course, you got that wonderful box that houses it all, which is quite remarkable. So that is, yeah, that is the Terrifier collection. Right, folks, so there you have it. That is everything inside this beautiful edition of the Terrifier collection. And a huge thanks again to Conor Gray for sending that my way. It's such a stunning, stunning looking release, and great to actually have it for my collection. So there you have it, folks. There you have it. So as per usual, if you did like what you see here, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you could do, leave a comment down below. And please do share your thoughts on these movies. I'm very curious to hear what you are going to say out there. And yeah, I hope to see you all again real soon with my next video. Until then, I'll see you soon. Bye bye.